So, I am woman. Now, you'll know that a regular phrase in this program is chubby which was I've credited this before. John Ronson was the person who coined that phrase, and he was talking about this TV biopic, the Karen Carpenter story, and chubby became a kind of a shorthand for that moment, particularly in biopics, in which they attempt to do something that you kind of know quite, there's a plot point that has to be explained, and it's done in a really clumsy way. And I Am Woman, which is the Helen Reddy story, basically gives the Karen Carpenter story a run for its money in terms of chubby humness. So, I mean, firstly, we very sadly lost Helen Reddy recently, and she has an extraordinary back catalogue and became a kind of feminist icon, not least because of I Am Woman. So, Tilda Cobham Hervey is the Australian single mum, comes to America. She thinks she's going to have a recording contract. She doesn't get a recording contract because, oh, well, we can't sell female singers. Then she meets up with Jeff Wald. Then they go to California, and then she does some recording, and then the next thing, she's kind of becoming famous, and she wants to write her own songs, and she's becoming a feminist icon. Here's a clip.
What do you think of Alice Cooper dubbing you the queen of housewife rock?
I love it. Alice is just fabulous.
Is it true you don't wear a bra on television?
Would you ask a man if he wears underwear?
We gotta wrap this up.
Now the Equal Rights Amendment is only 8 states short of the required majority to change our Constitution, what do you think of conservative political activist Phyllis Schlafly calling on women to fight against ERA and her claims it will disadvantage housewives and take away the privileges of womanhood?
Oh, I disagree. I happen to believe it's high time the Bill of Rights be applied equally to women. And why wouldn't we want a constitution against sex discrimination?
So you can hear from that the film is touching on subjects that are currently being touched on other popular television programs, and very, very timely. And as I said, an extraordinary career, an extraordinary life, an extraordinary body of work. I read that apparently just before the opening of the film in Australia, Helen Reddy was able to watch it, and the director said that she sang along and she cried, and that's all good. I thought the film was terrible. I thought, despite a sort of fairly winning central performance, it is just a string of naffly organized cliches strung around songs that are put there in such a clunky way. Like the point at which we get, Ain't No Way to Treat a Lady is just after some very, very bad mistreatment. And the point at which we get, I Don't Know How to Love Him is sort of sung in a way that illustrates something that's going on with the relationship at that point. And then there's one scene in which I Am Woman is sung to the naffest, most badly put together gig, in which the audience at the beginning they're not sure, but by the time they get to the second verse, the women are suddenly, oh yeah, they're all looking at each other. Yeah, this is great. And it's like it's honestly, it's like Teletubbies level of pantomime, and and even sort of great moments that are kind of word for word taken from things that actually happen. Your Ready Grammy acceptance speech somehow manages to drop the ball. And incidental characters like Lillian Roxon, the rock writer, kind of reduced to, not even thumbnail sketches, just clumsily rendered smudges. And you're sitting there thinking, there's a great story here, and these are great songs. They are great songs. And I just think, I've seen a lot of bad rock biopics. I've seen a lot of good ones. I'm a huge fan of the pop movie genre. In fact, funnily enough, I'm currently writing an episode about pop movies for Secrets of Cinema. This is kind of my home territory, so maybe I'm more sensitive about this than somebody would be. But I think you'd have to be really, really kind of just going, okay, let's just go with it to forgive this for the level of naff, clunky, chubby cliche that populates every single scene. It's in cinemas and on digital, and it did not win me over at all.